Welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 29 with me, MrSealyp. If you don't like me doing this sort of thing, if you don't like me selling the equipment and machinery, that's fine. That's no problem at all. You can skip ahead a little bit. All the good stuff is yet to come. I mean, I think this is good stuff. It's all part of the video. But I have to make that disclaimer because I had a lot of people message me the other day saying, oh, I stopped watching your video after the first 3 minutes because I didn't like what you were doing. There's loads more of other stuff I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just gone 2 o'clock in the afternoon, May 2. As you've seen already, I have been hoeing, weeding, spraying, fertilising my way across the map, interspersed with a few wood transport missions here and there, and we're doing all right with our money. But that being said, oh yeah, we've got these available. I'm probably going to, I won't show that on camera. I'll take the forklift over. I'll probably grab both of those, swing them over, sell them on, and see if we make a bit of money. But I come to this screen, right-hand column, come down to missions completed, 163. 107. What we were last time I checked? 112. We've been doing a few, haven't we? We've been getting a few done. Anyway, all that being said, why am I dressed like this? Well, you know I was saying about our bees up over at the farm, and we didn't seem to be getting much honey. There's a local Riverbend Beekeeping Association, so I contacted them. Thought maybe we've got a problem with the colony. Maybe there's an issue. So a lovely guy called David came out, had a chat, talked about the hives and stuff. It was fine. There's not a problem. There's just we haven't got a big colony. It's going to take a while to produce honey. I was talking about what I was doing here, the fact that I'd quit my job and I'm doing this now. I was saying about the Riverbend Springs Historical Society, and he said while he was here at this farm and was doing some stuff for the bees here, he noticed an item. And in me talking about the Riverbend Springs Historical Society, he said, it might be useful. It might be something that you've been looking for. He said, however, there are a lot of bees there, so you probably want to get yourself suited and booted. Although I haven't got gloves on, that's probably not a good idea, is it? You'd think gloves would come as part of this pack, wouldn't you? Anyway, we're going to go. Now, I can't... It's a lot of bees. I said this before when I came over here once before. I'm sure I checked here before. I never found anything. I don't understand how these are showing as beehives, but they're not producing honey for our spawn location. I'm looking top left. I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Something that stands out. If that's a set of 4 of the hives, what's on that? Nothing. Just the 4 hives. That's the 4 hives. Oh, hang on. That's got a little bucket thing on it. Little woven bucket. Not that. I don't know. Oh, that's got a woven bucket there. Okay. What stands out? What's different? Okay, that's not on any of the others. Oh, there it is. That's it. David, you absolute legend. What a star. Okay, well, I can take off my beekeeping garb now. And let's get cracking on. So I was saying in the last episode, and I think I insulted the last one, that big plans don't come cheap. And they don't. So we have a big plan for this episode. Like I say, you probably would have seen from the thumbnail. I've got some decisions to make as to how I'm going to go about it. Do I try and do it on the land we own already? Do I buy some land and do it? I think with the money we've got, we might be able to go a little bit more fancy. Again, I haven't, at this point of recording, I haven't done any of it yet. I haven't made a thumbnail yet because I haven't done the thing that would require the thumbnail. So I don't know what it's going to look like. It'll be as much of a surprise to me as you already know. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right then, we've got rain on the way, which is wondrous. That's just what we need. So, I was going to do something in the yard, and it was based upon the fact that we had a cow barn that came out the other day. It was available for us to purchase, and it was it 80 grand? I think it was 80 grand. Did 72 animals. I thought, that's quite cool. Yeah, we can do that. That's a bit more affordable. There are a couple, I think there was one for 40 grand actually that came out that did a similar amount of animals, but the problem was there was no pasture option for it, and I thought I really want a pasture option. Then I remembered, and I'm so sorry, and if you're the person that sent me it, please put it in the comments. Actually, I probably want that turning. I mean, very early on after the game released, someone sent me a video clip from a YouTuber. And I cannot for the life of me remember who sent me the clip or who the YouTuber was, and I feel terrible. I'm so, because at the end of the day I looked at it and thought, oh, that's quite cool, but then didn't think it was something I would do, and now I'm thinking, oh, that's quite cool. So if it was you and you sent me the message, you'll see after I do what I'm going to do on here, please put it in the comments if it was you, and if you can, link the YouTuber, because I honestly, I've been through my comments, I've been through my messages, but since then I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages, direct messages, and I couldn't find it. I can't remember who it was, so apologies for that. So we are here with this plot. Now I said this plan was going to be expensive. I hope I've got enough money. I've taken on a couple of other contracts. Of course I have. It's what I do. I did have someone message me the other day and say, why are you just doing contracts all the time? You're not doing any farming. I beg to differ on that one, actually. There are plenty of farmers who own farms, a lot of which who are now contracting or contractors. There are a lot of companies who are just contractors, and that's what they do. All the contracting I've been doing, whether it's been cultivating, ploughing, hoeing, weeding, wood transport, fertilising, spraying, when we get round to it, there'll be harvesting. That's all farming. That's the stuff I would be doing and have done on my own fields. I'm getting to use all sorts of different bits of equipment and machinery. So it is farming, isn't it? I thought. Anyway, that being said, plot 9 we're going to buy. There are cheaper plots, but why have I chosen this one? 1, it's near the water. 2, it's flat. 3, I like the shape of it. I don't know why. I couldn't think of a 3. All right, don't at me. Anyway, that's what kids say, isn't it? We're going to buy it for 108. Like I said, this is going to get pricey. Now, it's showing there's a crop in the field already, which, you know, that's maybe an issue, but we'll come to that. So I have to do this in a set order, because I said way back, didn't I? I wanted to do water buffaloes. And water buffaloes I couldn't do because I didn't have enough money at the time for an animal pen that would do it. The animal pens that were cheaper didn't provide milk, and I want buffalo milk. I've got the constituent parts to do total mixed ration, so we're fine there. I have also sorted out, hopefully if it's right, a manure heap that's nice and cheap. I think it was Grangero Gaming. Anyway, we'll find out. But I have to do this in a set order. So before I put the animal pen on, unfortunately, the only animal pen, if we go into build mode, there we go. The only animal pen that's really available at the moment for a reasonable price, 254 grand. I hope I've got enough money to do all this. 254 grand, which will allow me to have a pen that I can extend. These ones are for breeding. They won't produce milk. So I've got to go for one of these, and obviously that is the cheaper option. But if I put that in first, I can't do the second part of my plan. I know, it's cryptic, but we'll get there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to this one here, come across. Like I say, if it was you that sent me the thing, please. And I'm going to do a rice field. And you might be saying, what? What? And I would agree. What are you chatting about? Well, what do water buffalo like? I mean, it's kind of in the name. How about water? Bit of water, maybe. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do the whole field, but I'm going to do a big section. It's no different to when we had terrapins and we had a big aquarium with terrapins in, and we had a big bit of land for them, and we had a big bit of water for them, so they could go between the two. So I thought, well, you know what? This might just work. Now I want to change the placement height. So let's. Why is that doing that again? Why is that making it smaller? Oh no, I want to go the other way. We want to go down. I don't want it up really high. I want it down, just out of sight. Do one click more, then do finish. Right. So we've got a slightly lowered water bit, and because I started this side is where our pump is going to be. So the pump should be out of the way of everything else, which is nice. That's good. We're happy with that. It's taken up a big chunk of the thing. I really hope this is going to work because I didn't save it before. Didn't follow my own rule, did I? So what I'm also going to do, because I want it to be more sort of animally, and if once I put my animal pen in, which well, I say I hope this is going to work, and put the fencing all the way around this, that will mean the animals will go around and they'll go into the water. If I then say I want the meadow as well, it will put the meadow around the bits where I want it, but it will also put it all the way across this. So then what I'm going to do is go on and paint animal mud on there. Then I'm going to fill it with water. Please work. Please work. I'm showing you all of this because I don't know. And I thought what we could do, if we get to the outside, it's not going to say it's restricted, is it? Oh, it is still saying restricted. That's annoying. That thing is driving me insane, the restricted thing. Bit there, maybe? Come on. Put some bushes in. I was just trying to think of putting some bushes and stuff around it to hide the pump, maybe, but it doesn't seem to like that very much, does it? How about there? Come on. Go a bit bigger. Okay. Put a couple of bushes in. I just thought, at least from a certain angle you won't see them. We could put maybe, again, I'm hoping this is going to work. Let's go with, so I've got to do all this first before we do the pen. That's right, isn't it? Let's just say yes for the time being. I'm going to put one of these in here. You know what? Yeah, why not? And then we might put another tree in. I just think we'll go for another tree somewhere. How big do we want to go? Old oak? I mean, maybe not that big. Should we go a bit smaller? Maybe like that, possibly? I might put it about here. I don't think it'll let me put it in there. No, area is restricted. Boo to area restricted. Now comes the interesting bit. Please, 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 please. Now, this, oh yes, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. Right, rotate that round because the pen is pointing out that way. I'm going to put this, can I place it? No, don't do that. Oh yeah, we can. Yes, we can. Oh yes, we can. 254 grand. Bang. Do I want to do fence? Yes, I do. You bet your baloney I do. So, come out past there. Come down to there. Down to there. There. Up to here. And come across. Boom. Do I want to do the meadow? Yes, please. Right. So now we've got... Oh, and the trees are in there as well. Get in! So, we've got our cow barn. We've got our meadow. We've got this bit here which we can flood. Now, I could flood it with water. Actually, you know what we might do? Because it's lower. I know what we're going to do. We go back into build mode. Go to here. Go across to our painting. Let's say, yeah. Dirt or animal mud. I mean, we haven't really got an animal mud on the base game that's full, proper animal mud, If I press triangle, that will allow me, let's do that. How about we go kind of just a few bits of animal mud. Not the whole thing, you know. So we've still got some grass in there. Go up over the side a bit, can't we? Why not? Yeah, why not? We can go over the lip, can't we? Hey, it's our cow pasture, we can do whatever we like with it. Because we don't know where the animals are going to wander, do we? I could have put some more bushes and trees in. And like I say, you have to do that before you do the pen. Because if I now come back out again, and we go across to our textures again, and we go to our plants, and now, because we've put the cow pasture in, everything says restricted, and it won't give me the option to turn that off. So you needed to put them in before you do the pasture. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to flood this. We've still got 130 grand, so that's not so bad. So click on interact, flood, get in. So so the water buffalo will have some water. They can come and wander around in the water. They can still eat. They can do whatever. We've still got some meadow grass. Hopefully, if that has worked, we've got our chickens, we've got our sheep. They're looking fine. Cow husbandry. Meadow. Oh, be next cycle one. It will show. Won't it? How much we've got potentially, but we've got stuff to do turtle mix ration, which is fine. So what we've got to do now is we're going to go and get our livestock trailer. We're going to get some water buffalo. The other thing I want to check is, because the base version of this only did... Oh, that's what I want to do. I need to landscape around here a little bit. Oh, that's something we can do as well while we're here. Let's knock down that. It gives us a bit of room, doesn't it? So I'll do a bit of landscaping around here. But what we need to work out is... where's our trigger? We can now put 116 in here. I'm pretty sure the base version is 50. So I'm probably going to go with, well, it depends on the price, of course, because we're going to run out of money. You know what I'm going to do first, which will be a better idea? Yeah, we can do a bit of landscaping down the side of here, just to tie this all together. We can come down the track from up in the corner. Oh, you know what? I'm really pleased with how this has worked. I'm really pleased. In half hour or so, that'll be full of water. Actually, I am wishing now I had put more shrubbery and bushes and stuff like that in, but you know, you live and learn. Next time. Now we're not showing... Oh no, this is not good. Sorry, not in game. Rumbles of thunder. Farm dog's not going to like that. He's going to start shaking in a minute. Yep, he's heard it. Okie dokie. Right, so I've got nothing in used, but what we need is a feed mixer. And the good thing about this, and I'm also going to use this before the end of the episode, is we come to our animals. I'm going to lease it. I'm not going to buy one. We don't need to buy one. I mean, technically I've got enough money at the moment, but I haven't bought the animals yet, so let's not go mad. I want one with a fair size, so I'm going to lease that, and we're going to go for the 45,000 litre one. I don't need a license plate on that. I mean, not that it matters. I'm leasing it. How much is that to lease? 4,500. My log contract that I've got will cover the cost of that, so I haven't got to worry. So we're going to lease that. What I'm also going to do, and thank you for the people that reached out and commented, and HMG messaged me as well, Heavy Metal Gaming, to say, oh, that's the other thing we need, sorry. We need animal transport, don't we? And we have got a lorry now, haven't we? See, that will go 6. That's not enough at a time, is it? That will go 12. There's a big difference in price, isn't there? I'd rather do a couple of runs backwards and forwards, in all honesty. Yeah, let's use that. Again, people will say, well, you know, if I lease that, what's that going to cost me? 1,275. I could get them brought directly. I could pay for that fee as well if I want to. I prefer that, going to the animal dealer, getting the animals, bring them back. I haven't decided to take 116. I might do 20 if I can afford it. 20 full grown. There may be 5 or 6 calves. Well, I'll have a look. I want to get a mixture, but we are going to do water buffalo. But it does give us scope, if we want to put more in, but it also gives us scope that when they reproduce, we've got room to expand into it. That, at least, is the plan. So we're going to lease that back. What am I doing? Why is that not leasing? Because I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. I didn't lease that twice, did I? So when I come back, or when you see me next, this will be a little bit landscaped. That'll be filling with water. That's great. We're going to go and grab the livestock market trailer first, go to the livestock market, get the animals, get them in. Then we're going to go get the food mixer. We're going to go back to the farm, and we're going to grab the constituent parts we need, and we're going to make some top mix ration. But yeah, as I was saying, with the bales, yeah, Heavy Metal Gaming reached out and said apparently in the XML code, and I said people that know the XML codes and stuff will know, there is a line in the XML code for silage bales that says apparently contract. So it will differentiate between bales you've made and contract bales. So what you have to do is shred them. Now I'm sure I did a baling video way back at the start when all this came out saying pretty much the same thing. So I tried to sell them at the animal dealer if I recall correctly. I just thought because it was given a price at the farmer's market it was worth a try. I only did one bale. So what I can do is then spend a bit of time, all of those silage bales I've got in my barn that I've kept back from baling contracts, I can shred in the feed mixer that I'm leasing now, and we can put into our silo. So we'll have a ton of silage in there. We've got some hay. Like I said, I've really been hoping we were going to get some more tedding contracts, but we haven't really had any. But in a couple of months, June, July, well, we're going to be into harvest. No, we haven't been to harvest yet, will we? If I've got enough hay to get food going now, but our is come on from there? No. When our grass field's ready to go again, I might ted it next time rather than grass it, I think. So this is going to come down to, with our 126 grand we got left, and I said it was going to be expensive. You know, we had 530 odd grand, whatever it was it turned out in the end. It's an expensive proposition doing this, but it's something I wanted to do right from the start. So that's what we're doing. Let's load some up. 6 at a time. And then I'll go over and we'll get some top mix ration made. I'll do then some more off screen, and we'll, yeah. So the premise, the whole point of this episode really was to get to this point. So we want water buffaloes, and we're going to get the 18-month-olds. Oh yeah, they're not too expensive, are they? How many sales going to get? We can do 6 at a time, can't we? 7,000. I mean, okay. That did sound like a water buffalo sound I was making. Let's get them in. I'll get the next loads over, and I will see you over there in a little while once I've got some more in. Hopefully by then, well, it depends how long it takes, we'll have a bit more water in the water portion, and then we're going to do top mix ration. Excellent. Right, we're in. I've got 20 at 18 months, I've got 10 at 6 months, and I've got 6 at 0 months. They are in, but now we need some top mix ration. Oh, that was something I need to do. When we get back over there with the first load of top mix ration, we need to look at putting in a manure heap, if we can. Like I said, I did find one, I think it's cheaper than the base one. I think I'm just going to go, because I haven't got a lot of straw. So I think we're going to go silage and hay as our mix, but I've got to be careful. What is that? Empty? Where's... Oh, of course it's grass in this. It's making silage into that one. Oh, blimey. But why is there no silage? Because there was never silage in it. It was grass in it, wasn't there? So we want... I haven't got any top mix ration. Hay we have got though. I can do some hay. But I don't know how much to put in. That's the problem. This has 45,000 litres. I'm going to do, if I'm going to do half and half to get our TMR, then we're going to need, let's say 22. He says. Right, let's try that. And then hopefully we go. I'm now thinking, have I got enough silage made over here? I don't know if I have. I really hope I have. Because I took it all and sold it, didn't I? You absolute muppet. As long as I can get at least one load of top mix ration in there. Oh no, I thought we could do. We could shred some bales, couldn't we? If it all put the bales in and shred them. I don't know if it will, but we can find out, can't we? Right, start filling. Oh, 34. Yeah, we're golden. Once we're in the green there. I mean, to be fair, bottom right saying total mix ration. We've got total mix ration. Both bars are in the green. We're good. I'll come back and get some straw for bedding. So, because I haven't got a lot of straw, I'm going to use that for bedding. And then what we're going to try and do as well is when we come back, I'm going to throw a load of those bales into this mixer and hope it shreds them. If it does, we can use that for our next batch. I'm just thinking if I can make a couple of batches, even if I fill up my feed trough over here, I mean, to be fair, this tractor is probably a little bit small for a 45,000 litre. It's struggling to pull it, but we're going downhill full and uphill empty, so we should be alright. Yeah, look. Ooh. So we'll go down the next turning, and then we'll go around the outside. Yeah, we'll do that. Right. Whoa! Woof! Woof! That did not like that at all, did it? Good griefage. I think it's filling up as well. I love it. Love it. I could have probably gone a little bit wider. Probably could have made it a bit bigger. I probably could have done it a slightly different shape, but I wanted to try and get it. Like I could have come even further out actually to the edge, but they've still got a bit in there. Come on, you can do this. Now I'm thinking that bit of open ground where the shed was, is that too far away for a manure heap, or do I put the manure heap in front here, maybe in front here, so whether I can get to the milk point? We should be able to get to the milk point. We want to be on tip side, yep, left front. Let's do this crazy thing. Get them some feed in. Like I say, I'm so happy. I'm so happy this is working. I want to see if they do it on here as well. I didn't know if we were going to get any cows that were going to run to feed. Yeah, look. I mean, slow motion running, but they are running. Look. Look. They're hungry. Excellent. Right, let's check on this. How are we looking? Oh yeah, so we filled up with what we had. So the rest can go back and go back into the silo, assuming I can get up the hill. Get some straw over here for bedding. This doesn't require water. And that's the other reason I said about picking this field. 3 reasons, although I gave 2 and couldn't think of a third. Because we're right by the water, right by the river, and we've got our pump for our field, we haven't had to pump it far. Small bit of pipe down to the river, pump up to our little water area. It looks great from here. Doesn't it look brilliant? I'm such a loser. I don't care. I don't care. Call me what you like, Steve. I don't care. Right, so put this back into the silo. Then what we'll do, where is my... I think it's here, isn't it? I haven't gone off to a wood contract with it yet. I think we've still got our telehandler, so we'll grab a couple of bales out, try and shred them into here. If I make another full load and then put it into the silo, we know we can come and get more when we need to. It wasn't overly expensive to lease this, and like I said, if we get to a point a cheap one comes up, or used, or something else comes up in sort of mod hubbage and that kind of stuff, where am I going? Then maybe we can buy one. But if leasing one every now and again, it's not overly expensive, because why are we not getting a thing for unloading total mix ration into our silo? Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, it's a decent wood transport contract pays for the lease of this mixer wagon. So in all honesty, I'm happy with that. I really don't mind that at all. We have got 1 pallet of planks. We need to take over to our playground manufacturer. The problem we've got at the moment is the playground manufacturer is yeah, we're out of resources completely. I think we've got a little bit of long planks, maybe just over 1,000 litres. So it will start to produce. It depends whether I decide I want to go down the route I have done before, where I buy stuff. I'm not quite sure what to do, in all honesty. So we want to go to here. There. We don't want grass, we want silage bales. 5,000 litres, we want 4 of those. 4. That'll give us 20. We kind of want 22, don't we? Let's, so like I say, these should mix in there, I hope. Grab the telehandler, we'll throw them in. Then we'll get some more hay mixed in for our Thermix ration. Then when I've tipped that into the silo, we'll get some straw. I'll get some straw over there. Oh, the manure heap. I mentioned the manure heap. Because if we're doing that, we want to be producing manure as well. I'm not sure why, but manure and slurry certainly won't hurt. Why did we suddenly move then and stop? Okay, right. Please mix. Please mix. I didn't do this in particularly best order, but what we can do is do that. Oh, that's gone a bit weird. I'm going to distract them. Ooh, silage bale Jenga. Oh no. Oh no. Are they? They are. They're shredding. Let's shred, dude. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. It was so weird. So weird. They are shredding. Yes. So what we will do as well, if I spend a bit of time, I'll do it off camera. If I spend a bit of time getting all of these bales out, all the ones that are silage, and shredding them in this mixer, then putting them into our silo as silage, what I can do then is take a trailer of loose silage and try and sell that. Because that might be the only way we can get the contract bales to do what they need to do. So what we'll do now, I'm going to top this off with hay, put in the silo. I will see you back over at our animals, our water buffalo, in just a minute with some straw. Put that in and we'll get the manure heap in. And then I think we'll be far off finished. I haven't even looked at the time. I daren't even make my usual sweeping statement. It's going to be a shorter episode today. I made a right old goof. I've got a wood transport there. I took on that one there for weeding and borrowed equipment. Nice. Then that popped up. Oh, weeding. Forgetting that I already had a weeding contract. So I borrowed equipment on that one as well. And here's the funny thing is, the fields are right next to each other. Can you see on that picture, top right, there's already a tractor there. I already took the equipment up to do field 20. I could have just done field 20, gone on to field 19, but no, I borrowed equipment for both. I mean, I still can do that, but I'm going to lose 519. I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, is it? I'll lose a bit of money on that simply because I borrowed for both and didn't need to. Anywho, see you in a bit. I've decided to go down this side this time. Don't know why. Change my tip side. This is pretty much all of the straw we had. 45,000 litres. That's why I said I didn't want to use it as padding, because I didn't really gain anything. There we go. Let's get straw in. Hopefully it won't take too much. Cool, okay. So we come out of here. So as I said, I've done a little bit of landscaping. I've talked about this a few times. People will often ask, how would you do it? Why did you do it the way you do it? I was just talking to Sealyp, actually. She came down, she was watching me. I basically just look at the ground and ask myself, if you're driving in and out with a vehicle, what direction would you probably go? If I don't get it quite right and I find I'm taking a different route, then what I'll often do is, after a day or so, whatever it is, I'll change the landscape a little bit to reflect where the tyre tracks are going. For example, the milk bit's over here, So would you back up to the milk parlour to get milk? Would you come across this way? If you're coming through here, you're more likely to go that way out and up and around and out that way. If you're coming this way round, you might come across, so I mean I might put some more in that way. You're not likely to come down here and do a tight turn here, especially when you're pulling a big thing like this. So that's why I've kind of left that as it is. It's just fiddling around and playing with it a little bit. What we've got to do now, and this is what I'm thinking, we come up to here, silo extensions. That's weird. So that one there is the manure heap extension. That's 25 grand for 4 million litres. Where was the one I installed then? What was that under? Containers? Where's that gone? Unless it's under silos. Manure heap. But that's base game. Oh, there it is. Manure heap bunker. 2 million litres. 15 grand. So 10 grand cheaper. That's interesting because actually it must have been a typo. Because on the website, on the mod hub in the description, that's showing us 1,500. So I thought, oh, that's a result. But to be fair, 15 grand isn't horrendous. The question is, overlaps with another object. What is it overlapping with? I'm just concerned that... Right, that way round will work. Can we still get to our toggle snapping? So it lines up there. So we can still get to our milk parlour. I might have to do, like I say, a little bit more tweaking with my editing for the ground. But that should be close enough to the barn that we'll get our manure. So that's where I'm putting it. Yeah, so I'll do a little bit more fiddling around. Hopefully we'll see, now we've got straw in, we should get manure piling up in here. We'll get our silage anyway, our slurry anyway. I'll do a little bit of grass down the side there because that's just overridden what I've done. I might put a bit of gravel dirt into the bottom of there, I don't know yet. And then I'll change the trajectory. Like I say, if we're going to drive round past this, then potentially we're going to come across this way or at an angle that way. So I'll have a fiddle around. But anyway, I'll take the rest of the straw back. I mean, in essence, we've done everything. I've done everything I set out to do. I suppose I could have put it over here, but I was worried about being too far away. I mean, to be fair, I've often wondered this, you know, how far is too far? And it will give you distances. I'm sure in descriptions previously it will say. But I think it should be, if you're putting in a manure heap that is taking manure from an animal pen, if you go too far away, it should tell you too far, and you have to come back again. So you're within the proximity. Maybe there is a way to do that. I'm trying to think. I'm racking my brains. I don't know if there is. But anyway, so let's have a look at our thing and see if that's filled up now. Got our straw. Productivity, everything's saying 0 at the moment because obviously we've only just put them in really. Yeah, I mean, there's not anything else to do. They're in, they're happy, they've got a pen. I'm overjoyed with how this worked out. It's interesting we've got this kind of double ripple here. Not quite sure what happened there. I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? So we've got some areas that are deeper than others. The pump has stopped running. Maybe I'll just put it too low, maybe. But I like the fact you've got water still showing through, so it's not... I think it would have looked worse if the water was fully submerged. It looks better with these patches, and that was, I'm not going to lie, a complete accident. That was not intentional. It just kind of happened that way. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Okay, I know I've jumped. I'd finished doing that bit, and I was getting quite emotional. I'm honestly so pleased. So I went back to the farm. I pulled out all the bales that were in the bale barn from bale wrapping contracts, all the ones that had fermented to silage. I've still got a load that are still grass that haven't fermented yet. I took those over and put them into the silo, and I thought while I'm there I'd make another load of total mix ration. So we're up to hang on. We actually do need to do that field as well. We're up to, that's weird, why is my straw still saying 45,000 litres? I just used half of that. Was that registering what's in the animal pen? That's odd. Yeah, total mix ration, I think we've got 99,000 litres. I've still got I've got 105,000 litres of where are we? Yeah, 99,432. So I've got 105,000 litres of hay left. The silage that's in there, and obviously my fermenter is making silage from grass that's in our silo as well. So that will keep increasing. Once those silage bales are done fermenting, at some point again, if I start to run out of total mix ration, I'm going to come back. I'm going to grab some more bales out of there. We'll shred them and put them through. Like I say, one good forest log contract will pay for the lease of that, unless something comes up. Actually, I'm going to drop that back down again. Just go straight across. Because both of these fields need to be done. So yeah, that's what I set out to do today, and that's what I was building the money up for. And I very, very nearly put in the cow building that came out the other day for 80 grand. I worked out it would fit in the yard where my log pile is, just the side log pile, between the main barn and all the stuff around it. It would fit in there perfectly. But then my brain was like, but then no, because there's no pasture. The cows are inside all the time. You won't get to see them. What's the point? And then I suddenly remembered that video and thought, you know what? That would be really, really cool to do that for the water buffalo. And again, I am not taking credit for that at all. I cannot find who the YouTube was that did it. And if you are the person that sent me the link, please put it in the comments so other people can see the video, because they went, I mean, they did a whole load. It was all landscaping, and I don't know if it's on PC or not, potentially. I could have and probably should have done more bushes, more trees, really added more into it. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Some of it on purpose, some of it by accident. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. And with that, we come to the end of another episode here on Riverbend Springs. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.